Video game Jeopardy! It is going to be played in 2 rounds, and it is going to be 10 different categories with a final Jeopardy question. Neither Ben nor Nicole has any knowledge of any of these questions. These have all been curated specifically to, be fair, but also challenging. And I'm curious, maybe some of you guys in the audience will also know some of these, but I don't know, and I guess we'll see.
I'm not looking at chat either.
No,
oh, that's a good point. I'll hide chat. Chat is officially hidden. I promise. It is gone.
So
yep, I also didn't do any preparation.
I want to explain.
You sent me these, and I was like, cool, and I just didn't. I left it alone.
I want to explain the rules briefly. Obviously, it's Jeopardy rules. We don't have a buzzer functionality, so here's how it's going to work. We're going to randomly select someone to go first. After a set amount of time passes, that person can then, pass or attempt to steal. If neither of you get it, no one gets the points. I think a fair amount of time to answer the question is probably, 15 to 20 seconds? Does that sound like a fair amount of time to everyone?
Sure.
Sure? Okay, so you'll pick someone to go first. I'll have a timer going. It'll be 20 seconds, and then if you don't get it, the other person will have a chance to steal, and then the next person can pick a question.
You only get one guess, though, right?
One guess. That's it. Yep.
Good.
And the answers do have to be in the form of a question.
Oh, Jesus
If they
Christ.
are not in the form of a question, you will not get points, and the other person will have the opportunity to steal even if you've said the answer. So
that is so silly, and I'm
if
upset
you want
with you.
true Jeopardy, this is what we're getting. And so I know your friend talked you up as a big Jeopardy gamer.
No, I don't want people to have high hopes for me.
I think people have very...
I'm good at the Jeopardy game with my friends because they don't pay attention, and their reaction time is pretty shit.
Oh, I don't know why that came out British, but it's definitely...
It's pretty shit.
So pretty shit.
Oh, love.
And
pretty shit.
Oh, that would be interesting. I'm just making sure the thing is working. The stream is working.
I see it.
Okay.
We'll just figure it out as we go. No cheating.
Okay.
I'm scared.
My bets are on Scrooge. It would have been cool if we could have made like a bet thing. I don't know how to do it though.
We would need a mod to be doing polls.
Well, I tell you what, when it starts, you guys can, at the start of each question, you guys can put your answers in chat, your guesses in chat for who you think's going to get it right before anyone guesses. Yeah, so our plan for this, if this does well and people like it, we definitely will bring it back as a segment again, and we would likely have different guests. Whoever wins would likely be back, and then maybe Nicole could curate questions, and there's a billion different ways we could take into this. So if people like it, we can definitely look into getting channel point bets set up and stuff, but that would be a little bit tough to do on the fly, so we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it right now. So, that being said, I'm just grabbing a dice. I'm going to roll a dice with odd being Nicole and even being Ben to see who gets first choice. I have some subtle Jeopardy music in the background. Can anyone hear it? Is it playing? It was meant to be very, very quiet, but I didn't know if it was actually working or not.
I don't hear it over your voice.
Oh, well. No, I tried. I was trying to add to the ambiance
Why
a
do
little.
hear us?
Well, no, I mean, I'm sure that's true, but I thought maybe it would come through at a low level. All right, here's the dice. I'm going to roll it. Odd for Nicole, and even for Ben.
Me, baby.
So here's the dice. You can see, not weighted, nothing like that.
Yeah,
I'm going to roll right now. Odd for Nicole, even for Ben, and it is a 6. So you can see the legit dice roll. Ben will be going first. Or Jeopardy.
That was the dice I gave you before, right?
It was, it was the dice you walked into my room and said, here, use this. I'm going to very briefly read the categories aloud for the listening audience on the podcast, and I will read the question aloud before anyone gets a chance to answer so that the podcast audience can hear as well. Categories for the first round are Sony, retro games, movie adaptations of video games, Nintendo, and biggest flops in gaming. As we have explained before, there will be 20 seconds on the clock for the individual to answer. If they do not get it in that time, when the 20-second ends, they can give me their best guess, and if they don't have anything, it'll automatically pass to the next person. If neither person gets it right, then that answer will be scrapped, and no one will get the points. There are 2 rounds, so after this, we have a second subset of categories, as well as a final Jeopardy! So, oh yeah, sorry. Thanks for the redemption for hydrate. I'm doing it, but you're not going to see it because I'm not on camera.
I got you covered.
I thought it'd be more important to show these guys. If Nicole doesn't win the Sony category, then she's a fake fan. Ben, the board is yours. Where would you like to start?
Movie adaptations for 100. I was initially going to say anal bum covers, but I don't know how many people would get the reference, so.
Is that an SNL Jeopardy joke?
It is an SNL
and
Jeopardy
album
joke,
cover. I like it. All right. Movie adaptations. This 2018 movie starring Alicia Vikander is based on which iconic adventure game?
It would either be What Is or Who Is,
Starting
because
the
it's the name of a person. Based on what adventure game, it's What Is Tomb Raider.
That's your answer?
Yes.
The answer is correct. What is Tomb Raider?
I would not have guessed
Ben
that.
gets 100 points. I thought
How was that 100 points?
Because
is that even a good movie in the public eye?
Yeah, I liked it.
It was a decent
the
movie
bad
by
guy
all
is the
accounts.
guy. I think
I'm set up to fail here because
I don't know about all that.
And they were roommates.
Yeah, but I can tell you with certainty he did not see any of these. My friend Dustin helped me with all of them. He's probably like one of the more knowledgeable video game people I know. You know, and he knows things that Ben knows and doesn't know, so he was able to help me filter out some questions. Nicole, it is your turn to pick.
Wait, I got it right.
You got it right.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, so you're up next.
I mean, realistically, you could just clear the whole board and I just sit here, but, you know.
You could go next. What do you got?
Me?
Yeah, we're gonna have a max of 3 in a row before we switch to the other person, just in the interest of fairness.
Bullshit.
Sorry, but I think that's the way to keep it fair.
Movie adaptations for 200, Alex.
Movie adaptations for 200.
Sweep the board here.
This 2016 movie, based on a free-to-play game, stars Jason Sudeikis, Josh Gad, Danny McBride, and Maya Rudolph. And timer starts now.
What is Angry Birds?
That is correct. What is
I knew that one.
Birds?
I guessed it. I wasn't sure, but
correct.
The first Angry Birds was not free to play, dingus.
I think it was free to play with optional transactions. Isaac said, "Keep
also,
the rules."
I didn't know that was the cast. It just seemed like the type of cat people that would voice the Angry Birds.
There, yeah. I mean, Jason Sudeikis does strike me that way. All right, Ben, it's your third chance here. If you get it right.
Movie adaptations for 300, boy.
Movie adaptations for 300. This 2008 noir crime drama is based upon a trilogy of games and stars Mark Wahlberg.
What is Max Payne?
Max Payne is correct. Max Payne is actually getting a remake as well. You've never heard of the Max Payne games? You were a big PlayStation person growing up, weren't you?
I just didn't know about Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was kind of a weird casting choice for that, for sure.
And Luda.
Oh, that's true.
My mind went to Uncharted before it went to Max Payne.
Oh, that's true too, but the year would have given that one away. Well, Nicole,
the 2008 gave it away.
The board is yours.
Yeah.
Chance to get some points for those of us.
Let's do gaming flops for 100.
Those of you listening, Ben has 600 points currently. Nicole, this game, released in 1982, is widely regarded as the biggest video game flop of all time.
I wasn't even born yet. Like, what do you want me to do with this?
You should know this. Everyone should know this. I'm watching the chat. People have already answered it.
All time.
This is so straightforward. I would be shocked if you didn't know this.
No, it's really not. I don't know what you're going for here.
Isaac's younger, the same age as you, and he already gave me the answer. That's time.
1982.
That is time.
Where's the timer? I thought you were putting a timer.
It's on my phone. I don't have a timer actually for you. I mean, it's 20 seconds.
All right. Yeah, I guess so.
What is E.T.?
Yes, that is correct. E.T. Widely regarded as the worst flop they spent.
I don't like that movie.
No,
Why would you think I knew
another reason I thought you would have known this. Yeah,
No,
so Young Al said
No.
Superman 64 is a contender. This is based on facts. I took the numbers of most money invested and what they made in sales, and it just wasn't there. So they buried over 1,000 voppies of it in the desert, says Dave Wavy in the comments. Nicole, you're up with the next question.
Again, I
got
it
it right.
Though.
Yeah, but
I mean, it's your rules, bro.
oh yeah. So I thought we were doing 3. Yeah, okay, you're right. You're up. Go ahead, hit me.
Who?
You, Ben. Sorry.
Movie adaptations for 400.
Oh, see, you're gonna get all the movie adaptations. Which character did David Kaye voice in the 2016 Ratchet and Clank movie adaptation?
Who the
Time
fuck
starts
is
now.
David Kaye? Who is?
I have no idea. That's a new name.
Who is Ratchet? I don't know.
That is incorrect. Nicole, that moves to you. Which character did David K. voice in the 2016 Ratchet and Clank movie adaptation? It is not
Clank?
Ratchet. What'd you say?
Who is Clank?
That is correct.
The fucking
David K. voiced Clank in the 2016 Ratchet and Clank.
Could you actually name other Ratchet and Clank characters though? Because I couldn't. Besides, like the new video game.
Hey, he's an actor. He voiced them. It was a voice acting.
Dr. Nefarious, dude.
Nicole with the steal to bring her points up here.
He's a bad guy.
Nicole, the board is yours for a selection.
Well, fuck that category. Can I do Sony for 200?
Sony for 200. This character's death at the hands of Kratos is said to be what brings on Fimbulwinter in God of War Ragnarok. Timer starts now.
Oh god, I'm sweating.
What?
Who is... I don't feel like that name's right. Who's Baldur?
That is correct. Who is Baldur?
So sweaty.
I was very
because Ragnarok, and then my head went into Ragnarok, and then I thought of all the characters that died in that, and then I got really stressed out.
Fair enough. All right, Nicole, you are still up. You're catching up to Ben, although I bet you the movie adaptation question might pull him back in. You're up. What do you want?
Maybe. Sony for 300.
Sony for 300. This video game company originally collaborated with Sony on the PlayStation 1.
I don't even know what this means. Who is Konami? What is Konami?
That is incorrect.
Okay. Who is Nintendo?
That is correct. Nintendo not only collaborated with Sony, the PlayStation 1 was originally supposed to be a Nintendo accessory that went with the SNES. Nintendo backed out, and it ended up becoming, it indirectly created their most significant competitor.
That's why Final Fantasy VII's on it, boyo.
Yeah, they collaborated. That's how they were, it was a collab effort. They worked together on the project. So that was, who is Nintendo?
Like, you should have said, like, on, like, the production or, like, the manufacturing.
I mean, it was a joint effort project up until it wasn't.
Maybe with movie adaptations, 500, boyo.
Okay, movie adaptations. This 1993 film was the first live-action adaptation of a video game. Time starts now.
See, it's immediately going to be wrong because it's not Double Dragon, but I assume you're going to say, what is Super Mario Brothers?
That is correct. The Super Mario Brothers is the first 1993 live adaptation of a video game. That is not what I was told by multiple sources that I researched to find this information.
Film before it was a game.
Oh, no, you're right.
From the 21st century?
Not for movie adaptations. They would have been wicked obvious.
Yeah, really not. I see movie adaptations. We've had like some of the best ones in recent years, and you didn't fucking talk about any of them.
What questions was I going to ask?
When it's my turn to be the host, you'll have better questions.
All right.
Would that be my first one because I stole?
We're going to go with when you score 3 times, it passes to the other person, just on a mercy rule.
That makes sense. Can I get Nintendo for 200?
Nintendo for 200. Nintendo was originally founded by Fusahiro Yamauchi in this year. Timer starts.
It was in 1800s. I know that. 1896. What? When is 1896? I don't know.
That is incorrect, Nicole.
Yeah, no shit. I don't. Did you say 1896? What is 1872?
Both of you were incorrect. We were looking for 1889.
I knew it was
Great,
in the 1800s.
Another year before I was born. This is
Ben was not born in 1889. This is a pretty. I mean, this is a 200-point question. Some of them got to be a little tricky. I gave you guys the topics beforehand.
Also, there's a difference between tricky and just like not actually ever being able to know this answer unless you specifically like study something.
I mean, I'm being punked. She says 1982 is incorrect. Nintendo actually.
That's like a very specific year. It's not like name this. Which Mario character does this? Like this, you know. At least you got some kind of.
So would it go back to me because she didn't score and I?
You didn't get it right. I'm gonna pass it to her to give her a chance to get something.
That's fair.
Nope, it's up for Nicole. Yeah, Dustin said Double Dragon came out after Mario. He did help me look that up yesterday, or we were like fact checking something.
Yeah, and I looked it up. You're right.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Nicole, you're on the board.
Neither. Sony for 100.
You should know this, I hope. The original PlayStation 1 was this color.
What is gray?
That is correct. I'm colorblind, so I genuinely don't know what is gray.
Like
what is it?
The production cart was black,
Yeah, but the original release of PlayStation 1.
I have the PS1 behind me. That's
I think we have a couple. Oh, there's one in the apartment, but I think it might be the classic. Nicole got that one correct. Nicole, you're up.
Stressed. What is Sony for 400? What is Sony?
Sony is
Sony for 400.
You want Sony for 400? In the original Spyro the Dragon, there are this many collectible dragon eggs to obtain.
Like, who the
Here's
fuck?
a hint. It is less than 20.
I don't know.
Timer starts.
What is 16? Like, I've platinumed this twice, the original PS1 version and the remake.
I knew you platinumed it, which is why I felt you'd know this question. But if
why would you know that?
Do you have a guess?
I also beat the game twice.
You have a guess?
I platinumed it, and I played this game
16.
all
16 is incorrect.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna guess, what is 19?
Both were incorrect. There are 12 dragon eggs to collect in the first game. That's not that many, but this is also a 400-point question, so it's meant to be difficult.
What were you going for here? Like things, like very obscure answers to things that people have to know.
What is Nintendo for 300?
Nicole said make it fair.
Did I go 3 in a row?
No, you went 2, and
no,
neither
but you got it wrong.
Yeah, so it is up to him now.
Okay.
Ben, hit me. 300?
Yeah, dude.
This was the position that Gunpei Yokoi, the man who created the Game Boy, held at Nintendo before joining the design team.
What?
This is the position that he held.
This is the worst fucking question.
This is a great question.
Thank you.
I found this from.
I don't know what any of this means.
I found this from another
CEO. I don't know.
Another Jeopardy question. I found this from another video game Jeopardy that someone already had.
What is the CEO?
The CEO is incorrect, Nicole. Your chance to steal. What position did he hold before becoming a game designer and creating the Game Boy? Michaela knew it. That's funny.
What is the CFO?
No, both of you are incorrect. He was the janitor at Nintendo before he created
I literally almost said
the Game Boy. So I will clarify, we almost rephrased this question to say this man was what is the name of the janitor at Nintendo who created the Game Boy? But we didn't know if that would have made the question any easier.
I would literally have got up and walked out.
Yeah, so I went with that route. So, all right, Nicole, it's to you.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe go with an easier one.
This, probably. No, Sony for 500.
Sony for 500. Well, God of War won the Game of the Year in 2018. In 2010, God of War 3 lost Game of the Year as runner-up to this game. I will tell you, there is a correlation between both years. Time starts now.
What is the original Red Dead Redemption?
That is correct. Nicole with a great comeback there. Red Dead Redemption actually beat God of War 3, and God of War 2018 beat Red Dead Redemption 2. So that's actually
Skyrim
how
out,
that
I almost said Skyrim.
So I did try to make a lot of these questions. I mean, a lot of the some I were worried were too easy, and then it would be 10 seconds and no one would know. So Nicole, the board is yours.
Let's do gaming flops for 200.
Gaming flops for 200. This superhero game, released by Titus Interactive in 1999, sold less than 500,000 copies on the N64 and is borderline unplayable.
What is Superman?
That is correct. Superman 64.
God damn it.
I honestly almost did, but then I was like, no, it's probably not.
That's horseshit. She didn't say Superman 64. That's
I mean, it's the only Superman on that system.
I know.
All right, Nicole, you got one more. You have brought it within 100 points for all your whining.
I don't have any chances.
All right, go ahead.
What is? I'm just keep saying what is because you got in my head. I need to say that. Nintendo for 100.
Nintendo for 100. The Super Nintendo Entertainment System was released in this year.
I didn't own this console. I have no frame of reference for this thing. 1968. I was one off, wasn't I?
That was so wrong that I think the guy who created the Super Nintendo might be rolling over in his grave.
Yeah, I didn't have this console. I'd
like to point out
if it's before my birth, if it's before when I was born, I don't care and I don't know.
We asked the Atari question earlier for the ET game.
I don't remember what
for
the
1972. Ben, would you like a chance to answer this?
It's one of the two. It's either blah 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 or blah 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 blah. So I'm gonna go with When is 1991? I'm pretty sure it's
the correct answer is 1991. The correct answer is not 1962.
No, it's definitely 1962.
When they were not even.
It's definitely
barely just gotten color television, I think. I'm not bullying Nicole. Nicole is only, it's tied. Well, yeah, the score is literally tied. No, wait, no, it's not. Sorry. Nicole's only behind by 200.
I was gonna say, what the hell?
Yeah, I added it to the wrong one. That's my fault.
What is retro games for 200?
Retro games for 200. This iconic Konami franchise debuted in 1986 on the Famicom and has spawned several spin-offs, sequels, and even a Netflix show.
What is Castlevania?
Yeah, Castlevania is correct. Nicole, would you have known that one?
Nope.
No? Have you watched the Castlevania show on Netflix?
Nope.
Really good. I'm surprised. It feels like that might be up your alley.
But...
all right, so Ben, you're up.
What is retro games for 300?
The creator of the 1979 Atari game Adventure snuck this Easter egg into the game without telling anyone. As a bonus clue, this is regarded to be one of the first ever Easter eggs in gaming. Your time starts now.
One. It's not even for me.
I've never even heard of Adventure. I'm going to guess what is an Easter egg.
No, well, yes, that is
like it could be a literal
that is
Easter
not
egg.
Correct. Nicole? Chance to steal. Timer.
This is like one of the only games I played on Atari, and I think I'm wrong, but I'm just gonna guess. What is Pong?
That is incorrect. He actually snuck in his name. He was not credited
I have like a vague
in the
memory
game.
of playing Pong within Adventure, but
he secretly created a room and hid it from developers, and a physical room in the game that when you went into it had flashing credits with his name on it. And
that game sucks, and it was stressful for me as a child.
First recorded Easter egg in games. Nicole, Ben did not get that one correct, so it is up to you.
That's a cool tidbit.
Gaming Flops 300.
Gaming Flops for 300. This Tomb Raider game, released in 2003, is considered one of the worst Tomb Raider games of all time, and as a result of its flop, caused the rights to be transferred to another developer.
Dustin, this is for you. Leave me alone, I'm busy.
We are looking for the subtitle of the game, so like Tomb Raider what? Time's on the clock.
You picked another series I don't care for.
I thought you liked Tomb Raider. It's an action-adventure chick with a strong, confident female lead. That seems like it's up your alley.
I didn't like it when I played it. I don't know. Pass.
No guess?
No.
What is Angel of Darkness?
It is Angel of Darkness. Apparently so bad that it actually... Oh, Trav got it in the comments, too.
I haven't even heard the title of that before. Like, even I made a guess.
Jokes aside, I think Tomb Raider's definitely up your alley. That seems like the type of game you'd enjoy.
No, I played one of the one with the blue cover.
Shadow, probably. Like
really? Yeah, I didn't like it. No, there was something about it that I was like wasn't a fan of the movie.
Fair enough. Ben, it's to you.
The first one. I guess I'll just take what is retro games for 100.
Retro games for 100. This 1999 racing game on N64 is widely regarded as one of the best Star Wars titles of the late 90s, early 2000s.
Whoa, this is Pod Racing. What is Pod Racer?
That is correct. Star Wars Episode 1, Pod Racer. Nicole, I hope you would have gotten that.
Racer or Pod Racer? I would have guessed Pod Racer.
I was limited on space. I was going to accept Pod Racer or Racer.
So that was the second one, so then this would be the third one?
Yes.
What is retro games for 400?
Retro games for 400. This first title in a very well-known adventure RPG series developed by Bethesda was released in 1994 on DOS. Time starts now.
I don't know what DOS is.
It's the very first. It was the very first.
I could guess, but...
What is Elder Scrolls? I don't know.
That is, unfortunately, not an acceptable answer. Nicole, you'd like a chance to steal?
Not an acceptable answer, so you want the name
that
of the
answer
first
is
one?
not acceptable. That's all I can say.
I don't know the first one, so I'm just going to guess what is Fallout.
That is also incorrect. What is Elder Scrolls
Yeah, I knew it was Elder Scrolls.
I didn't know that.
I knew it was Elder Scrolls. I couldn't remember the
Elder Scrolls Arena. It's funny because Nick weirdly mentioned that last night in Discord, like out of nowhere, and I had to be quiet to not give away that might come up as a question. All right, Nicole, it passes to you. For those listening, we have left on the board, we have retro games for 500. We have Nintendo for 400. We have Nintendo for 500. Gaming flops for 400 and 500, and it's up to Nicole.
The way you wrote all of the, like the way you picked questions, I'm not confident in any of these categories anymore. Nintendo, I would have said sure, but not with how you ask them. Nintendo for 400.
Nintendo for 400. This game, which was revolutionary at the time of its release in the mid-2000s, is the highest-selling Nintendo exclusive of all time. Time starts now.
I don't know dates for literally anything, even things I care about. So any date-related questions.
I can give you guys the year.
What, like the fruit, the date?
What is...
Oh.
I can tell you it came out between the year 2006 and 2009.
I still don't know. Revolutionary. I'm probably out of time, so I don't know.
No, you're not. You got 4 seconds.
What have you guessed? I don't know.
What's your guess?
What is... Nope, I got nothing.
Okay, Ben passes to you with a chance to steal.
Yeah. What is The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker?
That is incorrect. The correct
answer
it's Wii Sports. Alex actually got that in the chat.
See, I couldn't even have told you when the Wii came out. Like,
Wii was 2007, I believe, but I knew Wii Sports was the best
I
selling.
had the Wii, and I loved Wii Sports.
Did you not remember the Wii Sports? Like, that game was crazy hyped. I think it was fun. No, Mario 64 lower on the list than you'd think, actually, in terms of...
Is it? Oh, it's still the highest selling Nintendo exclusive of all time?
As of... Yeah, all these are current. Yep.
Fucking dumb.
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is up there, and...
I was focused on highest selling exclusive of that time for some reason.
No, all time.
I don't count Wii Sports because it came with the Wii.
I mean, it's still the highest selling...
That doesn't make sense, because then it's just like, all right, then the Wii is the highest selling.
I don't mean to sound like Ben Shapiro, but facts don't care about your feelings. I took this directly from the
But you don't go out of this. You don't go to a store to buy Wii Sports.
You probably could, couldn't you?
Now.
I wonder if Astro's Playroom counts for sales since that comes with the PS5.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. I do know though that Nicole, it is still you because you have another pick and Ben didn't get it yet.
I'm having a great time. Gaming
can.
flops for 400.
Gaming flops for 400. This is a daily double. This 2003 game for Xbox and PC was supposed to launch a franchise and features a cool hero named Drake, but flopped hard due to unplayability and a rushed release.
Bro, I don't have any fucking idea.
You're 27, not 8. You should probably...
I don't... I just got a PC and I didn't play
guess
Xbox
that's true, yeah.
at all, period, until the Series X. So, like, I don't...
I will tell you, the second round of questions will definitely have a lot more questions that work up here.
What is Battletoads?
That is incorrect. Ben?
Oh, really?
It's either the 100 or the 1,000. It's Drake and the 100 Dragons.
Unfortunately, that is also incorrect.
99! I was one off!
99 Dragons! So you do not get that. This game was actually considered one of the biggest flops ever in gaming with how much money they spent into it and how much they had laid out for a bunch of other games. There was plans for a show, and it just bombed because it was unplayable. So
there's a pattern here because I don't want to point it out.
Yeah.
But I'm noticing I will point it out. I'm noticing a lot of angry video game nerd things here.
I'm not caught up on angry video game nerd. I don't know much about them, but I will tell you,
pretty old, though.
Dustin did not provide me these questions. He simply went in and reviewed them after I put them in to make sure they were going to be like mostly understandable.
All right, well, give me retro games for 500.
Retro games for 500. Warren Robinett, the creator. Wait.
What is his name?
No, wait, that can't be. Wait.
What is his name?
This question cannot appear twice.
No, don't count it.
No,
I just won't count it.
We won't count it. That does not seem... I don't know how that one happened. I think... You know what it was? Dustin told me that this question would be too hard to be 200, so I moved it to 500, but I guess I forgot to replace the other question. Would you like a different question?
Just give me Nintendo for 500, then.
Hold on, all right. Yeah, that was his name. Nintendo 500.
I didn't know that.
This Nintendo game caused enough injuries in children to result in an $80 million settlement.
What is Mario Party?
Sorry? I didn't actually.
What is Mario Party?
That is correct. Mario Party 1. It caused so much damage to children's fingers from spinning the joystick and joypad that they ended up having a lawsuit. And that leaves you with gaming flops for 500. This open-world game, released in 2018, was heavily panned for false advertising, dishonest graphics quality, and lost about 90% of its player base in the first 2 weeks.
What is No Man's Sky?
That is correct. No Man's Sky. Woo! That was one Nicole definitely would have known as well. All right. That means we are going to move on to round 2. Currently, it is 1,400 for Nicole and 3,200 for Ben. We are going to move on to round 2 in just a moment.
Can I take a pee break?
Yeah, we're going to take a very brief. We're going to take a brief intermission, And I'm going to set up round 2, and we'll be right back with you.
This is so much fun.
Nicole, I do think the questions in the next slate will be much more friendly to you.
It's giving, like, if I made Jeopardy questions for my roommate and then somebody that I talk to here and there would be, like, some overlap because you guys just end up liking or, like, doing the same things. You know what I mean?
I don't know half of these games.
Yeah, I guess. I would have had, like, who is the sidekick in the Uncharted series? Like, I would just
That's
have, like,
so easy, though.
answerable questions. It's not if you don't play Uncharted.
But it's what?
I can see all your questions, but I'm not looking.
Can you?
Yeah.
How about now?
I can't now. Or, like, I don't know. I'll probably come up with them by myself.
What?
I said, I don't know. I'd probably like to... I'd probably come up with them by myself. Like, when I do it for you. Or just,
I'd be down.
a realm of possibility. Because that's what I did for...
Watch all your questions are wicked hard.
Trivia. No, like, all the Christmas movie stuff.
Christmas movies I know a little bit more.
Because if it's something I can think of, like, I don't know. I'm never gonna know a specific date to something, or even, like, a time frame. I've never liked those.
Yeah, I had the... Jesus Christ, that Nintendo one... Oh, hey, kitty. That Nintendo one was something else. Most of the Nintendo ones, actually...
I do think...
Like, how the fuck would I ever know the adventure thing? Like, who would ever know that?
Maybe some of the questions are a little challenging. You've got plenty of opportunities in this.
I mean, that's fair. Put it away.
I played Adventure, but I was literally, like, 5.
All right. Well, here's a chance for Nicole to come back and get back in this. And, Nicole, you are going to get first crack at this side of the board. We are at 1,400 for Nicole and 3,200 for Ben. However, don't forget, with Final Jeopardy and a couple daily doubles on the board, you will have a chance. And there is a... There are some questions here that are going to be a little bit more friendly. Oh, hi, kitty. All right. Nicole, you're up first. What do you want?
None of these.
Okay. Oh, I should read the categories out loud, of course, for the audience listening on the podcast. We've got best-selling games. This is not necessarily... Some of the questions are about best-selling games per console. There's role-playing games, RPGs in general, mobile games, potpourri, which is essentially anything is fair game in terms of questions, and then voice actors in gaming. So, the board is Nicole's, and you are up first.
See, I would say RPGs because that is one of my favorite genres, but knowing you picked like fucking Japanese RPGs and like
give it a shot.
Questions. So no, I'm not gonna do that.
All right,
let's do bestsellers for 100.
Bestsellers for 100. With over 200 million units sold, this building and exploration game is the best-selling video game of all time.
I have an answer in my head, but it's definitely not what you mean by building. And exploration. Oh god, I don't know. What is Minecraft?
The Minecraft is correct.
Okay, building threw me off because I feel like you wouldn't.
I was gonna say I actually would have gotten that wrong.
Crafting or
crafting would have given it away. I thought. Nicole, the board is still yours.
I guess. Oh Jesus. Bestsellers for 200.
Bestsellers for 200. This video game franchise as a whole is the highest selling franchise of all time with over 700 million sales across all games in its series. The highest selling video game franchise. So what
is Final Fantasy?
That is not correct. Okay. Ben, pass.
I'm going to guess what is Pokemon.
That is also incorrect. The answer is Mario. The Mario franchise is the highest as a whole across all games and platforms.
Because there's been so many Final Fantasies. And
I tried to make some of these easier because I did this slate of questions second. So I genuinely tried. Nicole, you got one last. Oh no, you got it wrong. No, so Ben, it's up to you.
All right, so I'll test Nicole's theory.
Okay.
Because I promise you, I have no clue. In fact, if I know the person who helped, they tried to do their best to make it so I didn't know.
Yeah, that's partially true, but we also tried to keep it fair.
Because they fuck with me, so let's go RPGs a hundo. Just to test it.
RPGs for 100. This character in Final Fantasy VII is killed at the hands of Sephiroth.
Oh! I'm sorry, Braden. I spoiled this for you.
Also, this is a spoiler.
Yeah, I know. I got it spoiled for me! And they were like, well, it's a 1990...
That's who gets killed?
Yeah, it's
Aerith.
I mean,
It was
listen,
Aerith,
this game came out in 1997. I think it's fair to say.
But the remake's out. I was gonna
no,
say
the
that.
remake is completely different. It is not the remake.
Totally
Is
different.
I would say I know Aerith and Sephiroth as like characters in their names, but I haven't
different
played
to a
Final
point.
Fantasy.
They make it a purpose to
say
it's
meant to be almost like a I don't want to say anything in case that game is much more recent. Isaac is a little upset in the comments that I didn't acknowledge some of his answers. I would like to point out he did get both Minecraft right and Mario, so he is very much understanding these. You can't use the age thing because you guys are right around the same age, and he's getting these. Rasik Scandal said, "My brother cried when this happened." Oh, it's true. But yes, all right. So Final Fantasy VII. Ben, board is still yours, my friend.
Well then, sure, let's try it. RPGs for 200. Please don't let it.
RPGs for 200. The Elder Scroll in Skyrim is found where?
Oh, look at that, Nicole.
I actually don't even think.
What?
Little bias.
How do you not know this?
I'm not confident in that.
I don't know where it is.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't know. The magician's asshole. What the hell do I know?
I don't know. That isn't correct. Nicole, chance to you. You're a Skyrim expert here. Perfect opportunity to steal.
I'm not, though, because if anyone that actually knows me knows that I have only just finished the main quest this year, and I still don't remember. Last year.
You got a guess? It's not the magician.
What is the Throat of the World?
It is Fort Fellhammer. What is Fort Fellhammer?
I was close.
I'm going to be honest. I thought this question.
I never heard of that in my life.
I knew there were a few questions in here that Ben would probably be more likely to get. I thought this question would be a lock for Nicole to get free points. That's why I left it in.
No,
I was like,
I've
she
never
knows
heard
Skyrim.
that in my life.
I'll help her out.
There's a lot
bit.
of locations, and I've never heard that in my life.
I feel like the people who are asking
about what these kind of questions should be.
The people asking about these questions clearly have never watched an episode of Jeopardy because the questions are often way more complicated on a regular episode.
No, they're not, because the questions in Jeopardy are about like real world things, and you can make educated guesses about this. Most of the shit is made up and very specific because they're video games.
Yes, I had some more specific stuff that was removed.
You just can't you can't make any educated guesses even if you have put thousands of hours into Skyrim like I have. Like that has never been a guess of mine.
Nicole, you're up. You feel good about the RPGs? What do you got?
I don't, because you started with Japanese RPGs and I don't play those. Potpourri for 100.
Potpourri for 100. This video game is the first video game ever to be considered commercially successful.
I feel like this isn't right, but what is Tetris?
That is incorrect. Ben, do you have a guess?
Of course it is.
What is Combat?
That is incorrect. It is Pong.
It had to have been in that.
It was the first financially successful game was Pong. Yep, Alex got that in the comments as well.
Okay. So it's me.
Yes,
I did say Pong earlier too.
Yeah, no, that's why. I
what is mobile games for 100?
Mobile games for 100. This mobile game debuted in 2016 to massive worldwide success, incorporating augmented reality and getting millions of people to go outside and interact.
Oh, what is Pokemon Go?
That is correct. Pokemon Go to the polls. All right. Okemon Go is what May said.
It is Okemon Go.
Everyone got that in the comments.
RPGs for 300.
RPGs for 300. This character, who shares a name with other famous villains in cultural history, is the main antagonist of Horizon Zero Dawn.
Oh, I don't know. I genuinely have no idea.
Any guess? No?
Who shares a name with other famous villains?
Yep.
Who is Satan?
That is incorrect, Nicole.
Damn it. I beat the game. I don't remember.
Who is Hades?
That is correct. Hades.
Yeah. You were so close with Satan.
Yeah, I know. It was. It is.
That was a weird way That was a weird way to phrase that, though.
I was trying to. I honestly worried you guys may not have known, so I wanted to give a hint by including reference. I was thinking Hades from Hercules, other villain. I mean, I was just trying to think of.
Yeah, no, that makes
All right,
sense.
Nicole, passes to you.
I don't know. RPGs for 400. Let's get this category out of here.
What United States president was asked and declined to voice the in-game president in Fallout 3?
I don't know my presidents or my years.
This is not that hard. There are you have like a 25% chance of guessing this.
Who is Obama?
That is not correct. Ben?
I didn't think it would be.
Who is George W?
That is also incorrect. It is Bill Clinton.
So it's Bill. Yeah.
That was my other guess, but I didn't want to say
wasn't
his
even
name,
president when Fallout 3 came out, I don't think.
It had to have been one of the two.
I swear to God, Bill Clinton was what I was going to say, and I didn't want to say his
Bill
name. So I was like,
Clinton.
I'll go with Obama.
Yep. The in-game president had an affair.
Took a guess.
With his secretary.
I didn't get it.
All right.
Who is... Who is voice actors for 100?
This man voices Kratos in God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok.
You know what's sad? I know it, and I'm genuinely blanking.
Probably the only voice actor I'll know in this category.
Wow,
No,
this
you
is
should
so
know
sad.
some of these. I tried the voice actor category should be easy.
Oh my god.
5 seconds.
I don't remember.
And that is time. You have a guess?
Who is Christopher Judge?
That is correct.
Oh my god!
Christopher Judge.
I forgot his name.
Nicole, it's up to you.
Chris Pratt, someone in the chat said.
You get some points by going for a 500, maybe?
I'm scared. It's probably Persona. It has to be Persona. Let's do bestsellers for 300.
Bestsellers for 300. This instant classic multiplayer game is the highest selling Nintendo Switch game ever, with over 48 million copies sold. Here you go. Multiplayer, 48 million copies. It's on a console that you
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? That's what you're looking for?
I'm not rooting for anyone. I feel so happy that Nicole's actually getting a lot of, finally getting some of these questions. All right, Nicole, it's still to you.
Do bestsellers 400.
Bestsellers 400. This is going to be tricky, just so you know. This video game franchise has multiple entries in the top 5 of the best-selling PlayStation 2 games of all time. So, in the list of the top 5, this game appears more than once. Like variations of this game appear more than once. On PS2.
What is... That can't be right. What's the game I'm trying to think of? What is Need for Speed? I didn't want to say that, but that's my guess.
That's your guess?
Yeah.
No, that's not correct. Ben?
What is Grand Theft Auto?
That is also not correct. It is Gran Turismo.
I
know, Nicole. I saw it. I was like, she's right there. She's getting racing.
I'm next to my tower of PS2 games, and I was like, "What's the racing game?" And I wanted to go look, but I didn't.
Gran Turismo actually has 2 games, second and fourth best selling PlayStation 2 games of all time. Yep. Metal Gear Solid was the number 1, and Grand Theft Auto San Andreas was number 1.
Oh, I should have
Metal
guessed
Gear
Metal
Solid
Gear.
was another one. No, these are all
there's no way it's Metal
fact-checked,
Gear.
valid, and this is the only one that appears twice. So, Ben, it's going to pass to you.
What is Potpourri for 200?
Potpourri is like a scented, Alright, this is the name of the Siren character in Borderlands. Starting now.
Who is Lily? It's like Lily or something. Yeah, who's Lily? I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, I don't
That is not correct, Nicole.
Yeah, no.
It could be this person. Who is Lilith?
That is correct. I almost gave it to him, but it's technically wrong.
No,
Lily is like the
I'm
Pokemon.
pretty sure. All I'm saying is I'm pretty sure side characters call her Lily, and if I find clips of that, I'm gonna send it to you and I'm gonna punch you.
Send it to me, and I'll retcon you 200 points. But I think Ben's got a strong lead. Just to do a quick check-in here, Ben's up 3,400, and Nicole is at 2,400. So she's closed the gap a bit. Nicole, the board's yours.
Okay. Let's do Potpourri 300.
Potpourri for 300. The game L.A. Noire is modeled after this time period. We are looking for an era. Like
an era? Like a decade
yes,
thing?
Correct. Yep. I mean, this answer's got a little bit of flexibility, but it's got to be...
Like I said earlier, if it's to do with dates and times, I have no idea. What is the 60s?
That is incorrect. Ben, you got to guess?
What is the 50s?
That is also incorrect. It is 1940s Los Angeles. I thought both of you had played this game, so I thought there was a good chance.
I did.
I haven't even played it.
I don't look at the fucking calendar.
Ben, you're up.
I can picture like the hat and all that.
The Great Depression. Isaac and Trav both got that.
What is voice actors? Voice actors for 200. Why? Nicole's got me doing it.
This man who started his career as Dr. Charles Ramsey on the ABC soap opera Port Charles, voices the lead character in the Uncharted franchise.
Who is Nolan North?
That is correct. Nolan North.
Why do you know that? Of course you know.
Because Uncharted is...
It's Uncharted.
Ben, it's
Nolan North.
Who is voice actor? Voice actor for 300. Jesus.
This well-known voice actor has voiced many iconic characters over the years, but his first prominent role was that of Major Richard Blake in Resistance 2.
Who is Matt Mercer?
Hello?
I think that's right.
Damn,
That
dude,
is
what is
not,
No Man's Sky?
that is incorrect. Sorry. I intentionally pulled off the thing to double check because
I knew it. I knew it was What is No Man's Sky.
I pulled it's back on. Sorry, it's not correct. So Nicole, it's to you.
Who is Troy Baker?
That is correct. Yep, Troy Baker is the correct answer. Yep, for some reason
I should have known he wouldn't shut up about NFTs in that game.
Yeah, this is true.
All right, Nicole, it's to you.
I don't think I'm gonna know any other voice actors. We've done Nolan North and Troy Baker, so let's do bestsellers for 500.
This single-player classic with open-world elements is the best-selling PlayStation 4 game of all time. Nicole, it's to you.
I'm blanking on every game I've ever played in my life. Single-player classic? What is The Last of Us 2?
That is incorrect, Ben.
What is... I almost just said The Last of Us 2. What is God of War?
That is also incorrect. It is Spider-Man. Marvel Spider-Man is the best-selling PlayStation 4 game of all time.
Wow, I didn't know that.
To be fair, there's an open world part in The Last of Us 2, which is what I thought you meant.
Yeah, well, there are some. That was me trying.
You should just called it an open world game.
God of War has open world stuff to it.
So
I don't know.
I think that this round of questions has been much more fair. Am I wrong?
No, because these are fair because they're like educated guesses.
Okay, all right. I have tried very hard to make these more balanced.
Like,
so Ben, it goes to you.
And it was possible to.
So it seems like maybe some of the retro stuff was a little too obscure.
Mobile games for 200.
Mobile games for 200. The character Venti appears in this worldwide mobile game published by YuGiOh. That is correct. Genshin Impact. Yeah, he's currently playing it, so it didn't shock me. I tried to pick a character that was super or relatively obscure.
20, the Starbucks Cup.
Yes.
Mobile games 300.
Mobile games for 300. The mobile version of this game has been significantly limited on iOS due to a lawsuit between its parent company. I gotta read the question fully so the podcast audience hears it. So, the mobile version of this game has been significantly limited on iOS due to a lawsuit between its parent company and Apple over Apple Store policies. Your answer?
What is Fortnite?
That is correct. Indeed. Fortnite. Yep. They're even more restricted. So,
I should have done your mobile games.
This moves to Nicole now, as Ben has gotten 3 in a row. Correct, Nicole?
Did I?
Yes.
What was the first one?
I got something wrong in bestseller.
Yeah, no, it went to you, and then
I've only gotten 2.
I thought you had 3. Go if
somebody.
Does anyone in chat how many he's gotten right?
I'm pretty sure it's because I
take another one then.
Mobile games.
Yeah,
4.
you need the points. Go ahead.
That's true.
This 1994 mobile game is the first known game ever released on a mobile phone. Released on the Hagenkuk MT2000.
Hagenkuk.
Hagenkuk. I don't know how you pronounce it, but this is the very first known game on a mobile phone.
What is Snake?
That is incorrect. Nicole, do you have a guess?
Really?
That is incorrect.
What is Tetris?
That is correct. I was a little bit shit. So Tetris was actually the first. It was a version of Tetris. It was released. Alex said Brick Breaker, which I think is there. A lot of people in the chat don't know what Tetris is. A bunch of people are asking.
I thought you would have put Tetris on purpose because I'm pretty sure we argued about it.
You love Tetris. Nicole, it's up to you.
I know. I think it's good, but potpourri for 400.
You are just dodging the RPG and the other questions.
I'm scared.
What product did Nintendo first release before taking on video games? No, I know, Risix. I was just joking.
Have I made it clear yet what I'm good at, what I'm not good at? Because I mean,
you can give it a guess, but the question again: what product did Nintendo first release before taking on?
Probably something stupid. What are refrigerators?
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Playing cards.
That is correct. Nintendo did release playing cards before releasing.
How do you go from playing cards to a video game console? It's crazy.
RPGs 500. I'll do it. If it's Persona, that's so funny.
This is the final boss in Elder Scrolls Skyrim.
I have no idea. Who is my cat?
That is incorrect. Nicole?
Who is Kitty?
Free 500 points here.
You know, I'm not sure if it's the final boss, but I'm going to say who is Parthenac?
That is incorrect. It is Alduin. I thought this would be a
dude from World of Warcraft.
That's not the final boss, though.
I mean, I have...
No, it's not. You kill Alduin, and then you have to go back and tell Parthenax that you did it, and then you're forced to kill him.
Alduin is listed as the final boss.
That's not true!
On multiple different sources, he is considered the worst. I mean, I can send you all the sources I used if you'd like.
It's like a point of contention in Skyrim that, like, there's no alternate option. When you turn in your quest, they're like, oh, you have to go kill Parthenax, and you have to do it, or you have that quest there forever.
The final boss in Skyrim, known as Alduin, also known as the World Eater or the First Dragon, is the main antagonist and final boss fight of the 2011 action role-playing game, high fantasy game.
He's
you fight
him
in the wizard's asshole?
I'm just like, I thought you fight Parthenax after Alduin.
I mean,
I could be wrong.
I can double check.
Because how is that not considered a boss? No, I'm just confused.
I mean, the end boss is the main story's actual final boss is Alduin. That's what it says. I do see you can. There is an optional thing to go back and fight Parthenax. Isaac said spoilers.
I didn't think it's optional. That's my point, though. Is like you can't tell them no because I don't want to kill Parthenax, but they make you do it. So I thought he was like the actual final boss. I thought it was a trick question.
Nope. But... he's a dragon that resides in the world. He's leader. You can kill or spare him.
What?
You can kill or spare him. Choosing whether or not you should kill him is another morally gray area of the game. Yeah, he's definitely not the final boss.
Is this an update?
That's just true. So I'm not. I was gonna give you 100 points out of like pity, but I'm not doing it now. All right.
I thought you had to kill him.
Neither of you got it, but it is gonna pass to you, Nicole, because that was Ben's third question. So.
Fucking Alduin, man. His fight sucks too. Voice actors for 400.
Voice actors 400. This well-known actor and content creator has voiced both Leon S. Kennedy, Espio, in the Sonic animated series, and plays a large role in a current Amazon Prime series.
Well-known actor, huh?
Well-known voice actor, sorry. Again, you're limited in space, but that should probably...
Who the hell is Espio?
I don't know who that is. Leon Kennedy's from Resident Evil, right?
Yes, I should also clarify, because I think it's important to provide a piece of clarification for this question. He only voices Leon in Resident Evil 6.
Oh, I don't...
That's why I said has voiced him, but I think that might be a bit confusing.
I'm just gonna go with your guess from earlier. Who is Matt Mercer?
That is correct, Matthew Mercer. He is currently in the Amazon series Vox Machina. He voiced Espio in Sonic, and he voiced Leon in Resident Evil 6. Oh, that's what you're counting as the Amazon
Prime. Yeah. He gives me that... He looked like he'd voice Leon. That's interesting. I love
Resident Evil 6 is terrible, so it wouldn't be the most shocking thing if you didn't know. Isaac got that. Alex said Chris Pratt. I don't think...
No, yeah.
I don't think he'd be able to voice Espio. Espio's Italian. It wouldn't make sense. All right, Nicole, you got that one.
Somehow. Potpourri for 500.
Potpourri for 500. This weapon was almost cut from Gears of War over creative differences.
So it said God of War, and I got really excited.
No.
This weapon was almost cut over creative differences. I don't know any of the weapons. What is the scimitar?
That is incorrect.
Definitely the scimitar. See, this is gonna be the problem. You can call it
by its official title.
Yeah, what is the Lancer?
That is correct.
It's yeah,
chainsaw gun, Lancer or chainsaw gun.
See, that's what I was trying to think of because we sold those at GameStop.
Trav got that one.
Weapon.
As did Dave.
Lancer.
I didn't know if you were gonna call it the chainsaw bayonet or whatever, because that's what it is.
Nope. I had initially put it in as the chainsaw gun, and Dustin pointed out to me that it has an official name, and it would probably make more sense to actually call it by its name. So that's why I went with that.
Oh, my fucking tomatoes!
All right. We got 2 questions left before Final Jeopardy, and it is going to pass to Ben.
What is... I keep doing what is...
I don't know why, but I was just letting you...
Mobile games.
Mobile games for 500. This mobile game is the highest-grossing mobile game of all time based on revenue. Like money, income. How much money it's made. There are 2 possible names here. So.
Ooh, I have a guess. Sorry.
What is Dokkan Battle?
That is incorrect. Nicole?
I don't know if this is right, but what is Candy Crush?
Oh my god, you guys are living in 2017. The correct answer is Honor of Kings, or as it's known in China, Arena of Valor. It is far and away the highest-grossing mobile game. It has made over $44 billion.
I'm actually going to look that up really quick.
Yeah, look up.
Okay, Brayden,
I got it wrong
serious
anyway.
question, though. Why would I know that?
I mean, it is a 500
point. It's just a league. It's league.
It's 500-point question.
Are you saying that the 500 should be impossible?
No, I mean, I thought one of you might have known it.
No.
Would you know that?
No. I would have known number 2 and 3. If anyone cares, just for number specific. Wait, hold on a second. I had the list because I was
I'm surprised you weren't going to hit with, like, Genshin, but we already said Genshin.
Nope, Genshin's not even in the top 4. Highest grossing mobile games of all time. I'll give you guys the top 5. It's Honor of Kings / Arena of Valor. Monster Strike. PUBG Mobile. Puzzle and Dragons. And
it's all
Clash of Clans. After that, you've got Pokemon Go, Candy Crush Saga. So Nicole was... Candy Crush is 7th.
Dokkan? Geez.
Genshin is 11th. Dokkan is 14th. With $3 billion. But again, Honor of Kings has $14,667 million in revenue.
It's just a League game. What the hell do you spend so much money on? God damn.
I have no idea. I just know it is worth a yeah, it is published by Tencent, so it doesn't that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, it's Riot's parent company. However, Nicole said, when I host Jeopardy, it'll be a blast. Listen, I am excited to see what you come up with. And in fairness,
I'm having a blast.
No, I think, but I think in fairness, if these questions had been like if the first questions had been more like these, I don't think y'all would have had anywhere near as much of a problem with them.
No, it's fine. It
was very fun to come up with questions. Fine. I thought, honestly, Nicole, I mean this, and I genuinely thought you had like I expected that because you know so many random facts about games. I thought you'd know a lot of these just based on like you always know shit. Anytime I tell you anything, you're like, oh, I knew that 6 days ago. So I didn't know. You're usually on top of shit. None of what you
asked happened in like the past 5 years.
All right,
the Skyrim one was my fault.
Voice actors for 500. It is to Nicole.
It's Nicole. Yeah.
Okay.
This voice actress has voiced many characters, including in the Mass Effect franchise, but she also voiced Black Cat in N64's Spider-Man, released in the year 2000.
I don't know any female voice actresses, so I'm going to say, who is Ashley Johnson?
That is incorrect. Ben?
I'm going to guess the only one I know, and if it's right, I'm going to be really mad for obvious reasons. Who is Laura Bailey?
That is incorrect. The correct answer is Jennifer Hale, which some of the chat did get correct. Jennifer Hale. Yep. So, that brings us to the end of the standard Jeopardy, with the current score being Nicole at 3,500 and Ben at 5,000. We are going to move on to Final Jeopardy. I'm going to pop this off the screen for a second to pop the Final Jeopardy question.
Did we get the category?
The category for Final Jeopardy is...
It's gonna be like fucking 1800s video games.
Kingdom Hearts characters.
Obscure Persona reference that only I know about the secret ending. I'm done.
The category. I'm trying to think of a category that doesn't abruptly give away what it is. That's what I was trying to avoid.
Oh, you don't need a category.
Okay, yeah, I feel like the category might make it unfair for one of you.
Is this like traditional Jeopardy rules?
No,
like you can bet any amount that
you can bet any amount. Yep.
Can't we just text? Oh, not text. Oh, fuck. How are we gonna do this?
You can both send me a text message with your answer. Yeah, and how much you want to wager. Right. You can decide right now while I prep this question how much you want to wager.
I have Brayden up right now, and I promise you can even see it in my glasses.
Wait. I can't put a wager with like no information about what this question's
No, you get to know the question.
Yeah, I know that. I'm saying you will think about it for a second while I'm finishing this here.
I have Brayden's thing up right here.
No, I was confused because I thought in Jeopardy they only get the category and then they have to wager. So I wasn't sure.
Oh, is that how it works? All right, the category is video games.
Yeah, and then it's video, and then you get to know the question, and then you type in the answer and how much you're wagering. That's what it is.
Said, did he not prep the Final Jeopardy question in advance? So I did. I have it saved. However, the Jeopardy platform is called Jeopardy Labs, and it lets you build the template like from scratch. It doesn't actually have a Final Jeopardy slot, so I have to copy paste it from the PowerPoint I made into this so I can actually like populate it. So that's the Final Jeopardy question. Final Jeopardy, and of course this was fun, and it was honestly pretty back and forth. I mean, it got pretty close, I think. So as I get that up, I'm gonna give you guys the question in just a sec here. The Final Jeopardy question should be on the screen. The Japanese game Sweet Home is based on a Japanese movie of the same name. It would later go on to inspire which iconic video game franchise?
That'd be so fucking funny if it's Persona.
Yeah, I saw the Japanese and already
so just to clarify, the game is titled Sweet Home, and the movie that it is based on is also titled Sweet Home. What franchise did it later go on to inspire? So how many points would you each like to wager?
I'm not telling you.
I'm texting it.
Oh, right. That's right.
With the answer.
Yep, okay. You got...
Dude, I don't know, man. There you go. I just texted it to him. That's it. I did not look it up.
Okay. Nicole, I don't have a text yet, but when you have it.
Yeah, I'm sending it right now. I'm just...
A couple of really good guesses in the chat. Definitely would have been my first...
No, I actually... My answer is already in. I'm actually going to look at chat to see what people think it is.
Okay.
Because I'm very curious.
This Japanese game, Sweet Home, is based on a Japanese movie of the same name. That would later inspire which iconic game franchise? Nicole, you wagered $0. I see you are really going for the win here. Which... is your answer, which we will get to in a moment. Ben wagered $500.
Yeah, there's no point.
So, I thought you would have wagered it all, honestly. Japanese game Sweet Home is based on a Japanese movie of the same name that would later inspire which iconic game franchise? In the chat, few answers have said Silent Hill, which is definitely what would have been my guess. Home Alone, the game, which definitely is... interesting.
Definitely.
And then the Moon Bear said Resident Evil, which is a pretty
Zero
good.
of me thinks Sweet Home is supposed to be horror.
Here's the answer. Resident Evil, one of the most iconic franchises of all time, is actually inspired by the Japanese game Sweet Home. Nicole guessed Harvest Moon, and that is $0. And Ben guessed Final Fantasy, which is also a $0 net return. So that brings our total to... Ben in first place with 4,500 and Nicole in second with 3,500. You closed the gap pretty big, and honestly, that Skyrim question, had you gone in that direction, would have made it a hell of a lot closer for you.
Yeah, it would have.
And congrats to Moon Bear on that guess, by the way. That question I would not have known. I thought it was a pretty good Final Fantasy, but I also thought the Sweet Home has a bit of a horror vibe to it, just... and then
but outside of you looking up questions, the term Sweet Home does not have a horror vibe.
It either has you sleep with your cousin or horror vibe, one or the other. You add
you're straight up just lying about that. You wouldn't hear Sweet Home and think of horror. Don't play with me.
No, but the Japanese movie is definitely, because don't forget, Resident Evil was developed in Japan first, so that kind of...
did I know that, having never played Resident Evil until 7, Brayden?
How would you not know that It's Capcom. What do you... Capcom is short for Japanese fighter or something.
Where is Capcom in your question? I got nothing.
I made that up. Isaac said, I did.
I'm saying objectively, Sweet Home... You're not gonna think horror, like that's.
Oh yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, both of you guys were wrong because there's no Final Fantasy movie, or at least there. I mean, there is, but like it's based on Final Fantasy VII, and Harvest Moon's not a movie, right?
There is a theatrical Final Fantasy movie.
Yeah, Isaac said I thought it was horror because the Japanese are wild. Yeah, no. So this was a good question, but I mean, the Final Jeopardy question was definitely meant to be challenging. Overall, this was the first time doing it, right? And I honestly thought it was really fun. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I definitely will.
I did.
I think, Nicole, did you have a good time overall?
Yeah, I love when Final Jeopardy is a game franchise I don't play. I had so much fun.
Ben didn't get it either, but I gave you layup questions with games you do play and you didn't know them. What do you... I gave each
don't know how I blanked
I gave each of you at least one
layup.
Where
the Elder Scroll is the most absurd thing I've ever heard.
The game is about the Elder Scroll. I would assume you gotta find it somewhere.
You would think it is, but it's not. It barely is.
Okay, the final boss one, though?
What the hell is the layup to me? I don't even...
The layup question that I gave you was...
The only layup you gave me was Horizon. That was the only one.
Well, the Horizon one was definitely a layup. I thought Spider-Man would be a layup for one of you guys, too.
Yeah.
The Gears of War question for you had to be pretty easy, Ben. I know you're a huge fan of that game, and I think that one might have been pretty easy, but...
it was Aerith. It was Aerith.
Yeah,
because it's a whole... It's the meme.
I want you to send me your little question, like, with the question. Do you have, like, the question somewhere?
Yeah, there's a full link. I'm
gonna go through and honestly mark if I've either played that franchise or would have any inkling to the answer, and I'm gonna look at the the fraction amount of how
It
many I
doesn't
would've-
mean if you
So,
played it or
Nicole,
not.
I have to say something in truth
I just
here.
want to see it. I just want to see it.
I didn't play a fucking video game in 1886 with Nintendo.
Here's the thing, and I want to just clarify this. A lot of people in the chat are around the same age as you, and they knew the answers. So you can't claim solely that it was based on when you were born.
You can't say
and
a lot of people in the chat when I don't know anyone's age except for Alex.
Alex, Isaac is what, 24, 25?
No, Isaac's older than I am, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, Isaac, how old are you?
I wasn't playing fucking poker in 86 with fucking...
I know Franken thing is 26. I know, I'm pretty sure Moonbear is 24. And I don't know how old Isaac is, but I'm pretty sure Isaac's like 25. He's Iowa 25. Moonbear said I literally went to high school with. Did you guys go?
I don't know who you guys are by your usernames unless you.
No, that Isaac's 25. Yeah, and Isaac knew a lot of these. And Trav, how old are you? I mean, you may be a little older, but no, Moonbear is our friend Ben. He went to West Warwick, or I think it was West Warwick or one of those. So I mean, you probably know him. But I'm the oldest person here. Yeah, but that's different. You didn't even get a lot of the answers right. But my point here was, I think maybe the first slate of questions were a little too tricky, and I think I really got a grasp on it with the second slate. And the funny part is, SpongeBob, the funny part is that the second slate of questions were all questions I came up with myself. The first slate were questions that were from other Jeopardy games.
Yeah, they're like,
if
you look up gaming trivia and you're gonna get like the obscure.
I looked up some trivia. It was like
you were a lot better.
Hardest trivia questions and stuff you could find. Like, and you told me to look at other examples of online Jeopardy, so I did.
So now my thing is, I have to retain my status of the Ken Jennings.
That's true. So my thought would
Horizons
be that whatever
Jeopardy.
we do for the next Jeopardy, Ben would have to play against someone.
Oh, okay.
That would be the guest. So whether you want to make a game and I play, and then, you know, we bring up rotating guests. From the chat, did you guys enjoy this? Is this something you'd like watch again or check out again? I know I had fun doing it. They
want to see me win. That's what
I do think so. Ben, what you will win here is a 3-month subscription on Twitch, so you will receive a recurring three month sub.
Thanks for winning our game. Now you have to come watch us.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. He will receive a 3-month subscription to his channel. His Twitch channel.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gifting him a sub to our channel.
He is going to be getting, he already is.
They don't call me champ for nothing.
He will be getting a 3-month recurring subscription on his channel, and we'll do the same for, you know, if it were to continue. So, yeah, this was fun. I know the questions weren't perfect. I think we can all kind of agree that my questions that I made up myself were probably a lot better than the questions that we took from Jeopardy. And Nicole, you did really well considering the fact that that you had a little trouble early.
I'll have fun making questions because I know nothing
I'm
about
down.
Your
Look, this was a blast, and next week we'll probably do something different. But I would be very happy to run this back at some point. This is an idea that I had for a while. I guess that's gonna do it for us. My Horizons. I'm hoping to just get some video work done in terms of the series I'm gonna be launching pretty soon. Got a little bit of a delay, but we did put out some new videos on YouTube this week. I was actually on Ben's YouTube channel, Nonstop Tabletop, where they play all kinds of board games and tabletop RPGs and stuff. So if you guys are into that kind of thing, and just it's nice to have on in the background to, like, you know, watch people play and actually see how a game works. I was able to guest star on there and play that Yu-Gi-Oh board game, which was terrible, but it was very fun to do the video. And then I want to play some more Yakuza, and I've been, you know, casually playing Vampire Survivor, you know, here and there as they go along. So lots of fun stuff going on. This was a really fun show, and we'll be back next week with something. I don't know what yet, but we'll be back next week. And thanks so much, Ben, for joining us, and we will definitely see you again soon. Hopefully that trophy isn't too heavy to carry on your way out. We will see you guys.
It was a good game. I just want to put it on the record. I'm just a terrible loser.
Fairness, Nicole, you were literally only off by 500 points. If you
it was a fair win. I'm glad you were on here, Ben.
Harvest Moon. Harvest Moon is the best movie. All right, you guys have a wonderful night. Thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you next time. Peace.